It is so cool to talk to you about this show. It is such a great series. I've only seen the first two episodes, but I am so hooked already. I guess, to start off, the 500 miles scene where they're all singing in the car. I mean, a lot of it hooked me already, but that scene really just grabbed me. What was that like to shoot?
Oh, it's so great. It's so great. I mean, as soon as you're like in any vicinity with those girls, like you can't stop laughing. The energy is electric. Like I feel for the camera with a DD because any break will be like chatting, joking about that, singing in harmony. So I think the song actually like really focused us. We were all doing the same thing, but it was so fun. So fun. And we got to do it for ages, which is nice. Because you just want to get little snippets of this bit and this bit, and obviously it builds. So yeah, we got to really go for it. It was so
well, I love that it sets such a great tone for who they are, because there's a lot of story here about really who they are. So for you, can you tell me who you see Saira as? Like, what is she all about?
Yeah, totally. So Saira, she's a tortured artist. She's a complicated character. Like she has had a lot of circumstances happen in her life, which means that she may wear certain emotions closer to the surface, like anger, for instance. But also she's very clued up, and she doesn't mind speaking her opinion about things. She's grown up in an age where things were organic. They happened naturally. You met people. It was face to face, which is so prevalent in this world where obviously a lot of our interaction is now online or on the internet. All this social media. It's different. It's different to what she grew up with. So I think she's really stamping down and saying, no, there is a way of doing this that brings our music to the people in the right way. I think that's one of my lines. Yeah. And obviously because it's punk music, it's raw, it's deep, like it connects in that way to the words that if you were trying to sing a melody, it wouldn't. Like you're just speaking your truth and expressing your way in a way that you hope other people can resonate with. So yeah, she's wicked. She's cool.
I love that she's tough as nails, but at the same time, you can see how much she cares about these women in her life. And as well, then in the second episode, we get into her relationship. And is that something that plays out over the season as well?
Yeah, you definitely see there's a real roller coaster with that. And, she's also in a point in her life where friends are delving into deeper relationships. They're having children, they're getting married. And, it throws up this thing of maybe that's not right for a lot of people. And we're allowed to make our own decisions and not have to fit into these boxes. And so she's on this journey, and you'll see where that goes. Or it might not be answered. We'll see. Diplomatic answer. There you go. No spoilers.
I love, too, that when we start out, the four of them are so tight and Amina is kind of just coming in. So did you work on that together to come up with that feeling, or was it just off the cuff?
It was actually quite off the cuff because we had to do so much music rehearsal beforehand. So we really trained as a band would. So you have all these highs and lows as a band, you make mistakes, you get things wrong, and then you smash the songs and you start to really like enjoy that vibe. But then we went from that tight rehearsal to then filming loads of scenes in different places. So we were actually then apart for a while. So by the time we came back, and I think the first band scene we filmed was Honour Killing. So it was just the four of us. Yeah. So then in order, really, Ange came in to play Amina. So it was great. So it was very natural and organic. At the same time, you felt like you'd known her forever, which was good. So you're kind of like, oh, hang on. Maybe she's in all of us. Maybe that's why we resonate with Ange. Everyone's a little bit Amina. Yeah.
I do love that the first episode feels like a real introduction, but the second episode, it feels like you've known these women for a while. It feels very personal.
Yeah.
And then to end with that song near the end, you guys killed that. Like, it was awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Like, the songs, I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible to even watch, when we've been able to watch it back, be like, I'm playing in a band. Like, this is like your wildest dream as a child. If you wanted to be actor, you'd be like, yeah, imagine one day I'll be in a band. Imagine one day I'll get to sing punk music. Like, it's wild. It's wild. So, yeah, I'm really glad you felt that, because we had so much fun filming those scenes. It was great.
It's fantastic. It's an amazing, the whole show so far. I love everything about it. What's your favorite part? What's the best part of being in it?
Oh, wow. I think getting the opportunity to work with so many incredible women, they are unbelievable, and men. Like, the guys in it are incredible, and we felt so lucky to be doing this during COVID. And, you know, people worked so hard. There was nothing but love and support around this show, because I think everyone felt like it was something really special, something that hadn't been seen before. So my favourite part is just purely being in it and getting to delve into Saira in a way. She expresses herself in a completely different way to how I have ever as a person. So I discovered a lot about myself, and kind of like, okay, if she can do it, maybe I can, you know, get my opinion out there and, you know, shed a few layers and go, yeah, I'm here, take me as I am. So yeah, I hope my friends are cool with that. There's been a change.
There are so many great one-liners, just like pointed little remarks that stick with you after the episode. And I just love, I guess there's an Edgar Wright almost mood to it, the way it jumps through pop culture and things as well. Did you have a favorite episode that you can talk about?
I think, that's really difficult. There's maybe like 4, 5, and 6. I love the first 3 as well. But maybe like 5. I feel like in episode 5 you get so much story. And it goes to places that maybe you don't expect it to go as well. There's incredible songs in that episode. I'm in episode 6. Yeah, but Nida, the writer, she drew from so many of her favourite directors and filmographers. There's loads of like Coen brothers in there. There's loads of different influences that you see, like as a homage to say like, yeah, I watched that and you know what, it was really cool. So this is my version of it. So I love that you've kind of seen those references. That's great.
It's awesome. Do you know if they're going to release the songs? Because I could totally see people listening to these. Yeah,
they're on Spotify.
Oh, they are? Okay, well, I'm going to go check that next.
You have to get it. Yeah, we are Lady Parts soundtrack, so you get all the tracks. And although I'd say to people, like, don't search it until you've watched it.
Yeah,
because you might then get a spoiler of, like, the covers that are in it, which would be a shame, maybe. But, yeah, and there's loads of other songs that feature in it. So, yeah, it's a beautiful soundtrack. It's incredible. Not just saying that because it's our songs. Right.
Well, last thing I'll ask you is, did you get, considering the creative team, did you get anything going into it that kind of helped you find her, or how did the character evolve?
Yeah, definitely. So me and Nida had like quite a few private sessions where we just talked through what she'd been through, where she sat kind of in society and in this friendship group, and how much she'd done for the band, like how much it was just her life. Like as this torch, like she lives for this band. She needs these girls. They're her family, and just carrying that through. But as well, it's strange because Saira ended up she speaks kind of totally different to the way I speak. It's her voice is quite low, and that kind of came through the punk music as well. And actually, I think I sat with myself at home and just gave myself a load of permission to go to places that I necessarily wouldn't go as me. And to access those through her life experiences and go, well, how would I feel if that was me? And I think it just opened loads of doors that meant something came out, hopefully, that was quite truthful, because we all kind of, as a band, throughout the programme, we all felt those things in those moments, which was really special, actually.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the time. I can't wait to see the rest of it. I'm going to go check out the soundtrack.
Yes.
And I can't wait to talk to you for season 2, because there's so much here to explore. I can't wait to see more stories.
Exactly. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.